my name is Kelly Baldwin and I am here to help you with NOVAtime. The purpose of this video is to review how to assign your team to the template that you've created. If you don't know how to create a template, make sure to check out section 1 video, how to create your event template. The purpose of doing this is so that NOVAtime knows what trainers are coming to your opening and when. That way, when they clock in and out, they will automatically be assigned to your opening's budget as well as the state that they're working in. So let's get started. First you'll log into CFA Home using your username and login, then navigate to Reports and Tools and NOVAtime. Again, when you log into NOVAtime, you typically see your timesheet, but this doesn't help, so you'll want to toggle to the My Team FES section through the top right-hand corner. Click on My Team. And as a supervisor, you have the ability to see all field event staff, so this is where you are now. Great, so we're going to go back into Scheduler and Template Schedules in order to assign our team. Again, you should have already created your template, and if not, make sure to check out section 1 video, how to create your event template. I went ahead and filtered to all just so that it's showing everything. So here's some recent people who have been assigned to some templates, but we're going to assign your team here. So the first thing you'll want to do is click on Multiple Selection in the top left-hand corner. Here's where you will search for your team that's coming to your event. This is really important. You want to pick everyone here. Doesn't matter if they're serving week 1, week 3, week 7, week 82. Doesn't matter. If they are coming to this particular event, you need to find them right here. The way to do that is you'll just search for their name, but you do have to tell NOVAtime how you're searching. That's what this Employee ID drop-down box is for. If you click on it, you can tell NOVAtime that you want to search by either first name or last name, your choice. I think searching by by last name is a little bit easier, but you can do it however you want. So click on last name, search for whatever trainer is coming. So if it were Brittany Batt, I could search by Batt, click Get Employee List, and here she is, Brittany Batt. To choose this person as your trainer, click on the Select button, and they will automatically be moved over to the right-hand side. You'll want all of your trainers to show up in the right-hand side. Alright, so for the purposes of this, we're just going to do some sample people. But you will pick yours. So I will go with sample 1, sample 2, sample 3, sample 4. Great. So now that I have my entire team here on the right-hand side, scroll down and click OK. This is going to cause NOVAtime to refresh, and it should have just your team here in the left-hand column. Next, we'll need to now assign these team members, these trainers, to our template for the weeks that they are serving. This is important too. We cannot assign a trainer to our event for a week that they are not serving. The reason is that now all of us are using NOVAtime. And so if you accidentally schedule someone for a week where they're not serving with you, but they may go to another opening, you've now blocked the other GOS or event planner from scheduling them for that time. So we want to make sure that we're being respectful for all and only scheduling our team for the specific times that they're coming out. Okay, here's where it gets a little tricky, but stay with me. When you are assigning your team, you can assign them in groups. You can assign everyone who's coming for week 1, everyone who's coming for week 2, everyone who's coming for week 3 at a time to make your life a little bit easier rather than going in and individually assigning them all. However, if you do that, you have to do it in a very, very specific order. And that order is going to show up right here in the right-hand corner to help you see that. However, I'll talk you through it as well. You'll need to assign people in the order of everyone who's coming week 1, then everyone who is coming weeks 1 and 2, then everyone who's coming weeks 1, 2, and 3, then everyone who will be there week 2, but not week 1, then everyone who will be there weeks 2 and 3, but not week 1, and then everyone who will be there week 3. So there's kind of a pattern. You see it, right? 1, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 2 and 3, 3. If you had more weeks, obviously expand that out. So for our purposes, we are going to pretend that sample 1 is coming out just week 1, sample 2 is coming out week 1 and 2, sample 3 is coming out weeks 1, 2, and 3, and sample 4 is coming out just week 2. Again, I'll show that to you up here in the right-hand corner so that you have that referenced. All right, so because of that, first we're going to pick the week. If you scroll down kind of on the right-hand side, you can see that all of these weeks show up. You have about 5 weeks showing, which makes it really nice. You don't have to toggle between weeks if you have multiple weeks of service. But you'll want to choose the first week that your trainers are coming out. You can do that by clicking on the calendar and picking the first week. We'll pick October 1st. It's going to refresh the page. Your trainer should still be here over on the left-hand side, but now it has Sunday, October 1st as my first day of service. So remember, we're first going to pick everyone that is serving week 1. Doesn't matter if they're coming week 2 or week 3, just week 1. So that would include sample 1, sample 2, and sample 3. I simply check the box next to their name to start assigning them. All right, so I've got everyone selected who's coming week 1. I'll then click Insert Templates. It's not going to change anything significant, might do a little bit here, but you have to do it to make sure this works. Now I'm going to go to their first day of working, which is usually Sunday for their travel day. I'm going to insert the template that I already created. So to do that, I'll click on the red plus button, and you'll follow 3 pop-ups to input this information. First, work hours, then your specific event, which mine was Foundry Row in Maryland, and then the third pop-up, which is the specific hours that we typed in 00 to 11:59. Again, red plus button, and follow the 3 pop-ups. Work hours, event, time. Click on it, bam, it automatically goes into Sunday. Now the nice thing is these trainers are working all week, so I could repeat that process and click on the red plus button and follow the 3 pop-ups for every single day. Or I can use this double blue arrow to automatically put all of this information for the rest of the week. So double blue arrow, bam, the rest of the week. Nice and easy. The only thing I have to remember is to also assign for the next Sunday for our trainers who are either traveling home, or if you have a trainer that's staying another week, it's okay to assign them because they're still technically going to be at your opening. So we'll go down to the next Sunday, the 8th, and follow the same procedure. Red plus button, 3 pop-ups, time, done. Great. Once you have all that, you can go to scroll to the top and click Save. Okay, so we're now done once this saves with assigning everyone who is serving week 1. Remember, next we said we now need to pick everyone who is serving weeks 1 and 2. Okay, well we said that sample 1 is not serving week 2. He's only serving week 1. But sample 2 will be there week 2 as well as sample 3. Now I know we said sample 4 will be there week 2, but they didn't serve week 1, so we don't want to choose them. Okay, so to do that we'll click on sample 2 because this will be someone who's serving that week. Let it refresh. And then I need to click on whoever else is coming that week 2 but is also served week 1, which in my example is sample 3. I have both of them selected, meaning that I am assigning them both at the same time. If I scroll down, I can see, oh yeah, I've already assigned them for week 1 here. They have that in their schedule. I just need to add in week 2. So I go down to week 2, double blue arrow for the rest of that week, and follow through with the next Sunday in case they're traveling home. Again, 3 pop-ups, work hours, the template, and the time. Oops. 3 pop-ups, template, work hour, time. Great, they're there and for Sunday. I click Save. These 2 have now been scheduled for week 2 of our assignment. Then the next step we said was week 1, 2, and 3. Week 1, week 1 and 2, week 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to select whoever is working week 3 but has also worked weeks 1 and 2. In my scenario, that's only sample 3. So I'll click on his name, kind of refresh the page, And I don't have anyone else in my scenario who is serving that week, so I don't need to click on anyone else. I'll simply scroll down. I can see, yep, he was assigned for week 1, assigned for week 2, and now just week 3, double blue arrow, and the next Sunday for his travel home. Scroll up, click save. Once that's saved, we now have week 1, 2, and 3, week 1, week 1 and 2, week 1, 2, and 3. Now we kind of go back and we pick week 2. Remember, these are the people who are working week 2 but did not serve week 1. In my scenario, that is simply just sample 4. So I'll click on sample 4's name, let it refresh. He's selected, no one else is because they all worked week 1. And if you scroll down, I see, oh yeah, he hasn't been scheduled for anything, but he's traveling out on the 8th, so I'll repeat the process. Red plus button, work hours, template, time, double blue arrow for the rest of the week, and as well for the next Sunday. Click save. Once you have all of that, you are done. Not too difficult, right? Just the pattern is what's important. Week 1 and 2, week 1, 2, and 3. Week 2 and 3, week 3. You can always go back through and check to make sure that you've scheduled correctly simply by clicking on their name. If you click on their name, it'll refresh, it'll bring up that specific person's schedule, and I can see, oh yeah, this person, sample 1 was just scheduled for week 1. Sample 2, we'll click on that. And oh yeah, this person was also just scheduled for weeks 1 and 2. Great, you can check through it as much as you like. Now, because you have all of these team members assigned to your template, you can filter by your event project and by your specific event. Once you do that, these people will bring up because they have now been assigned to your event. Great. Now that you understand how to assign trainers to your template, I want to go over a few important thoughts that you'll need to know as you go through this process. First, you can assign trainers individually if you prefer. I think it takes a little bit more time, but if that's what you're more comfortable with, you're more than welcome to. You may find another process that works best for you, and that's great as well. This is just a process that I've found to work pretty well for our needs as grand opening supervisors. Secondly, if you have a trainer who is a special case, let's say they're maybe not coming in until Tuesday of grand opening week, or they're leaving on Friday, I would suggest go ahead and schedule them for the full week that they are working so that you can schedule them with the rest of the group. Then later just individually go and edit their individual schedule. So, for example, I have sample 2 trainer scheduled for week 1 and 2. But let's say maybe this trainer wasn't coming in until Wednesday of week 1. I can schedule them just like I did with everyone else, and then I just click on their specific name, so only their schedule is being edited right now, and just delete out Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of their schedule. So this says they're now not traveling out to me till Wednesday, and they're going to stay through Sunday the 15th. I could just click save, and it's good to go. Nice and easy. Again, making those one-off edits individually instead of with the group might save you a little bit of time. If you have a trainer that is traveling from one event directly to another, whether it's from another event to your event or from your event to another event, you'll need to coordinate with the supervisor of the other event to determine who is going to pay for the trainer's travel wages on their travel day in between. If you're going to pay for it, you'll want to schedule that trainer under your event template. If the other supervisor will pay for their travel wages, then that supervisor will want to schedule them for their travel day. So whoever's going to pay for the wages will schedule them for that travel day. Finally, if you mess up or you forget or something goes crazy, all is not lost, I promise. You can always edit a trainer's event and state in their timesheet, very much like we edit our own state for our time punches. So don't freak out if you forget or something gets messed up. All is not lost, I promise. This just makes it a little bit easier on the trainers because they don't have to change their event project in their state every time. It makes it easier on you because you'll know that they will automatically be assigned to your event and you'll be able to filter by your event. Just makes the whole process easier. So don't freak out, but know that it is helpful. Finally, you will need to create an actual schedule for your team. As you can see, this doesn't tell your team when they're working. It doesn't say, oh, trainer 1 is working from 9 to 5 on Monday and 3 to 11 on Tuesday. It just tells NOVAtime that they're working on these specific days at your event. So please make sure that you still create schedules in some way and distribute that to your trainers so they know their actual times. This is simply to let NOVAtime know what trainers will be at your event and when. All right, well, thanks so much for your time, guys. I hope this was helpful, and make sure to check out the other videos for more information on NOVAtime processes. Thanks, have a great day.